President Kennedy was the true political hero. We had never really seen anybody like him in American politics, with dash and glamour and toughness. It seemed clear that you didn't have to wait until you were white-haired and bent over to achieve something in life if you could be as young as he was and be elected President of the United States.
On May 29, 1917, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the second son of Joseph and Rose Kennedy, was born into a powerful Irish-American family. Jack was an average student, but he excelled in English and history. He attended Harvard, where this interest became apparent in his published senior thesis, Why England Slept, about Great Britain's appeasement of Adolf Hitler. At 24, he enlisted in the Navy and became commander of torpedo boat PT-109. While patrolling the Pacific during World War II, the boat was sunk. An excellent swimmer, JFK used a life jacket clenched between his teeth to tow a wounded shipmate to a deserted island. JFK's older brother Joe died in the war when his plane exploded. So it fell upon JFK to fulfill his father's ambition of a Kennedy becoming the first Irish American in the White House.
I was romanced by him, as I think a lot of people of my generation were when we look back on it. There seemed to be such vigor, such optimism, such anything is possible.
In 1946, he was elected a U.S. representative from Massachusetts at the age of 29. In 1952, he was elected Senator of Massachusetts. In 1953, JFK's days as Capitol Hill's most eligible bachelor ended when he married Jacqueline Bouvier.
It kind of made him sexy. You know, all of a sudden, he was married to this socialite woman who was involved in fashion, involved in culture, and they presented themselves as the first family in a way that I think has really changed the stage for the White House.
His love of history and English came together in 1956 when his book, Profiles in Courage, won him the Pulitzer Prize. His meteoric rise kicked into high gear in 1960 when he was nominated as the Democratic candidate for president. He ran against Richard Nixon. Republicans focused on his inexperience, but younger voters were energized by Kennedy's youthful optimism.
And now for the first opening statement by Senator John F. Kennedy.
Smith, Nixon. This is a great country, but I think it could be a greater country. And this is a powerful country, but I think it could be a more powerful country.
In November of 1960, at age 43, Kennedy beat Nixon in one of the closest elections in history to become the 35th President of the United States. He was also the first Catholic president. Later that year, John F. Kennedy Jr. was born, joining sister Caroline, born in 1957, to complete the picture-perfect first family. Kennedy set the tone of his presidency during his inauguration when he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country."